on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Buffalo's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Kansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Working that left side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Johnson looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The hand to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And that's not exactly the most advantageous situation as the ball is spotted at their own 40-yard line. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just a little off. Incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The Buffaloes are marching down the field. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. They're trying to get to it. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try the run. Bulls his way forward. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Gonna run it. It's Giddens. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hands it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Cephas. Down Kansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top 5 clash. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's open. He's off to the races. The 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love...
It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a grab and go for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. On the move, it's Hunter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Kansas State has it first and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. Off he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. He's got it. The expressway is wide open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolute...
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9.
Third down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Lockett. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start to commit more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man, makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. To the air, it's Sanders. Unleashes to the end zone. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home.
He's going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run the counter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this...
Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Line is set on third down. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day.